Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
Find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
The score, Niners 7, Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Williams loses the football. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Slot man moves right. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They try again with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the counter here, Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Cohen is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up. And
down the numbers. There he goes. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Cohen gets it again on 2nd. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. first down, a run with Cohen. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cohen. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. The Broncos at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. A run between the tackles with Cohen. Down inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Down to about the 37. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo now. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now Garoppolo. Throw caught by Raymond. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Garoppolo. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Here we go.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 109 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. Touchdown! George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on 2nd down, Garoppolo. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Johnson for the extra point try.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now Wilson on first down.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Past the 20. Touchdown Broncos.
Jerry Judy,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
In motion left, the tight end. They'll run forward Tariq Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tariq Cohen, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. In motion left goes a tight end.
Cohen gets it again on 2nd.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tariq Cohen, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
21. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a handoff to Cohen running left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's what a first down marker is here on third. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete as well.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould on the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Javon Kinlaw providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
11, 21.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo dancing to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, get go.
play action. Now Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The Denver Broncos were happy to sign Randy Gregory to a 5-year deal this offseason. And they're certainly hoping that over the course of 17 games, they can get double-digit sacks out of this young man.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they suffer defeat from...
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all over the face. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Say homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is...
Let's go. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making another star, they hear my name and remember me. I swear I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. Want me the best? Remember me. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I swear I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I swear I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. Next level. One of the best. Level. I'm coming for everything. I am the first. Remember me.
It's a money.
Bigger, better. Petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. Don't boy remorse.